Now, all your life until that moment, you believed that you were the adopted daughter of actress Loretta Young, when in fact, you are her. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Judy Lewis.
In the golden age of Hollywood, Clark Gable was the undisputed king of the movies, a heartthrob whose charm and talent defined an era. But behind the glamour and the public persona, a deeply personal secret shaped a life far from the public eye. Judy Lewis, the daughter he fathered in secrecy with actress Loretta Young, lived in a shadow of uncertainty and silence for decades. Born in 1935, Judy grew up aware of whispers but shielded by her mother's determination to maintain appearances in a world where scandal could destroy careers. The truth, long buried beneath layers of discretion and Hollywood reputation, finally surfaced as Judy herself began to speak openly about the complex realities of a childhood, an existence defined by love, absence, and the weight of a secret that was hers alone to carry. For years, she navigated a dual identity, the daughter of two icons whose public lives could not acknowledge her, and a young woman trying to forge her own path amidst the bright lights and dark shadows of Tinseltown. Judy's revelation shed new light on Clark Gable, portraying him not merely as a charismatic screen legend, but as a man entangled in the moral and social constraints of his time. She describes moments of tenderness and distance, glimpses of paternal instinct, and the emotional complexity that shaped her understanding of family, fame, and identity. Through her words, the world sees a portrait of Hollywood as both a dream factory and a place of profound human cost, where the line between private lives and public myth is razor-thin. Judy Lewis's story, now told with honesty and courage, transforms a decades-old secret into a narrative of resilience, reconciliation, and the enduring impact of silence on a child's heart. Her voice bridges generations, offering insight into the personal toll of celebrity while honoring the legacy of one of cinema's greatest icons. This documentary-style exploration delves deep into the intimate truths behind the headlines, revealing the daughter who was hidden in plain sight, and the father whose life, like his films, continues to captivate, mystify, and inspire curiosity about the unseen stories of Hollywood's golden era. Clark Gable, known worldwide as a king of Hollywood, lived a life of charm, fame, and larger-than-life roles. But beneath the glitz and glamour lay a secret that remained hidden for decades. His daughter, Judy Lewis. Born in 1935 to Clark Gable and actress Loretta Young, Judy's life was a complex tapestry of love, secrecy, and the pressures of living in the shadow of two cinematic legends. In a time when Hollywood scandal could ruin careers overnight, Loretta Young made the difficult choice to keep Judy's paternity a secret, raising her under a veil of discretion. Judy grew up aware that her family dynamic was different, that whispers followed her, and that the public narrative about her parents' lives would never fully acknowledge her. Yet, in the silence and secrecy, she also discovered resilience and a unique perspective on fame, identity, and human complexity that as she matured, Judy navigated the duality of her existence. The daughter of Hollywood royalty who remained largely invisible to the world, and a woman trying to understand her own identity apart from the intense public scrutiny of her parents. Her reflections reveal a layered picture of Clark Gable, far beyond his screen persona. She recalls moments of tenderness, rare glimpses of paternal instinct, and a deep longing for connection with a father whose life was consumed by professional obligations and societal expectations. The story of Judy Lewis is not simply a tale of hidden lineage. It is a chronicle of courage, the struggle to reconcile personal truth with public mythology, and the enduring effect of secrecy on a child's understanding of family and self. Judy's decision to speak openly about her father transforms a long-concealed story into a profound lesson on the costs and complexities of Hollywood fame. By sharing her perspective, she illuminates Clark Gable as a man grappling with human flaws, societal pressures, and the consequences of maintaining appearances in a world obsessed with perfection. Her narrative also exposes the immense emotional labor required of those living in the shadows of celebrity, revealing how children of stars often inherit the weight of silence and unspoken expectations. It is through her courage, honesty, and reflections that the public finally gains insight into the private life of one of cinema's most iconic figures. In addition to personal anecdotes, Judy's story underscores the broader cultural and historical context of Hollywood's golden age. The pressures of studio contracts, public image management, and societal norms regarding morality and propriety dictated the choices of actors like Gable and Young. Judy's experiences illuminate how these pressures extended beyond the public eye and deeply affected the lives of their children, shaping identities and familial relationships in ways seldom acknowledged. Her revelations offer a rare glimpse into the moral and social compromises that define an era and how those compromises left lasting emotional and psychological imprints on the next generation. This documentary-style exploration delves into the intimate truths of Judy Lewis's life, transforming a decades-old secret into a story of resilience, insight, and reconciliation. By recounting her experiences, she honors both her parents' legacy and her own journey toward understanding, acceptance, and self-definition. Audiences are invited to witness a life lived at the intersection of celebrity and secrecy, where love, absence, and courage coexist, and where the human heart navigates both public myth and private truth. Judy Lewis's story reframes Clark Gable's legacy, revealing that even icons of cinema are profoundly human, and that behind every legend lies a network of unseen stories, hidden struggles, and untold truth through her revelations. Judy Lewis offers a compelling meditation on identity, fame, and the cost of secrecy, transforming her personal journey into a universal story about family, courage, and the enduring complexity of human relationships. Her voice bridges the past and present, giving contemporary audiences a vivid portrait of Hollywood's golden age, its stars, and the hidden realities behind the silver screen. By speaking out, Judy honors not only her own life and experiences, but also challenges the audience to reconsider the narratives we inherit about fame, legacy, and the human heart. This account stands as both a tribute and a revelation, a testament to resilience, honesty, and the intricate dance between public myth and private reality in the life of Clark Gable and his secret daughter, Judy Lewis. Judy Lewis's revelations about her father, Clark Gable, do more than just satisfy public curiosity. They shed light on the hidden emotional landscapes of Hollywood's golden age. Her story exposes a tension between public perception and private reality, showing how the glamorous facade often concealed personal struggles, moral dilemmas, and the human cost of fame. Growing up in the shadow of secrecy, Judy faced challenges that were invisible to the outside world, from reconciling her identity with the public personas of her parents to navigating the unspoken stigma surrounding her birth. Each revelation she shares is layered with complexity: a daughter who loved her father, yet had to grapple with the knowledge that societal pressures dictated the terms of their relationship, and a woman who sought truth in a world built on appearances and performance. Her reflections also offer an invaluable perspective on Clark Gable not merely as a Hollywood icon, but as a father and a man grappling with personal responsibility in an unforgiving industry. By examining the moments when Gable showed tenderness, imperfection, and humanity, audiences gain a more nuanced understanding of the man behind the legend. Judy's courage in speaking openly about her parentage transforms what was once a source of shame and secrecy into a story of resilience, reconciliation, and self-empowerment. She challenges the audience to question how fame, power, and societal expectations shape human relationships, and how the invisible burdens of secrecy can define generations. The story also illustrates the broader cultural and historical forces that shaped Hollywood at the time. Studio contracts, public image management, and rigid moral codes influenced not just the stars themselves, but also their families. Children of celebrities like Judy often bore the weight of these invisible rules, living lives dictated by discretion and concealment. Through her narrative, Judy Lewis humanizes the oft-mythologized world of classic cinema, revealing that even the most celebrated icons face private challenges, heartbreaks, and moral dilemmas. The intersections of fame, secrecy, and family create a compelling portrait of a unique era in American cultural history, offering lessons on empathy, identity, and the enduring impact of choices made behind closed doors that I end telling her story. Judy Lewis transforms a decades-old secret into a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Her journey underscores the importance of self-discovery, courage, and the willingness to confront difficult truths. Audiences are reminded that behind every legend lies a network of untold stories of love, regret, resilience, and reconciliation that demand recognition and understanding. This account of Clark Gable and Judy Lewis is not simply a story about a secret daughter. It is a profound meditation on the complexities of family, the cost of secrecy, and the enduring interplay between personal truth and public myth. By sharing her life and experiences, Judy Lewis ensures that history remembers not just the glamour of Hollywood, but also the human realities that shaped its stars, their families, and the legacy they leave behind. Judy Lewis's account of her life as Clark Gable's secret daughter continues to unravel the hidden realities of Hollywood's most celebrated era. Beyond the shock value of celebrity secrets, her story highlights the emotional and psychological impact of living in a world where fame dictated every choice, and private lives are commodities to be managed or concealed. Judy's experience reflects the struggle of finding one's identity amid public myth-making, where every gesture, every relationship, and every word could be scrutinized, manipulated, or misunderstood. It is a tale of resilience, a woman who endured the silence of others, confronted the stigma of her birth, and ultimately transformed her private pain into a story of empowerment and truth. Her revelations also reshaped the narrative surrounding Clark Gable, presenting him not only as a larger-than-life star, but as a man caught between love, duty, and societal expectations. Judy details moments of tenderness and complexity in Gable's character, showing that even icons were subject to human flaws, fears, and constraint imposed by the Hollywood machine. These insights allow audiences to reconcile the image of a screen legend with the reality of his personal struggles, and to understand the hidden cost of celebrity that extended beyond the man to his family. Each disclosure emphasizes how secrecy, whether for protection, reputation, or fear, carried consequences that shaped relationships and left enduring marks on the lives of those involved. The story is equally a lens into the broader mechanisms of the entertainment industry during Hollywood's golden age. Studio contracts, publicity strategies, and rigid moral codes often dictated private behaviors, with children like Judy bearing the unseen weight of these expectations. Her life embodies a collision between personal truth and professional facade, demonstrating how deeply societal pressures influence familial bonds. Through her courage in sharing her experience, Judy Lewis provides a rare, humanizing perspective on a period often remembered only for glamour, style, and cinematic milestones. Judy's narrative also highlights the universal themes of identity, acceptance, and reconciliation. Her journey reveals the ways individuals navigate personal truth in the shadow of public perception, how they grapple with secrecy imposed by others, and how resilience emerges from confronting those truths. By speaking openly about her experiences, Judy Lewis transforms what was once a source of shame and fear into a narrative of empowerment and authenticity. Her story challenges audiences to consider the unseen struggles behind fame and reminds us that history is composed not just of achievements, but also of the human realities, moral dilemmas, and intimate sacrifices that accompany them. Ultimately, Judy Lewis's life serves as a testament to the enduring power of personal truth. Her revelations about Clark Gable and the hidden dimensions of his life encourage a deeper understanding of the human experiences behind Hollywood's golden legends. In recounting her story, she ensures that future generations will remember not only the glitz and glamour, but also the complex, emotional, and moral realities that shape the lives of stars and their families. Judy Lewis's courage in facing and sharing her past turns secrecy into a bridge for empathy, understanding, and historical insight, giving audiences a profoundly human view into a world that has long been mythologized. Judy Lewis's revelations extend beyond personal history, shedding light on the hidden pressures and moral code of Hollywood's golden age. Her life story illustrates how fame and public perception could dictate private decisions, forcing families to navigate secrecy and societal judgment. Born into the shadow of a legendary figure, Judy experienced firsthand the emotional burden of being the child of a star whose personal choices were closely scrutinized by both studios and the public. The weight of these expectations shaped her childhood and adolescence, leaving lasting impressions on her sense of self and her understanding of family dynamics. Through her courage to speak openly, she demonstrates how personal truth can challenge long-held myths, revealing the human reality behind Hollywood's glamour and the moral compromises that often accompanied it. Her story also illuminates Clark Gable as more than a screen icon. While the public admired him for his charm, charisma, and cinematic accomplishments, Judy's account provides a nuanced view of his complexities. It shows a man caught between personal desires, familial obligations, and societal expectations, grappling with the consequences of decisions made in secrecy. Judy's perspective humanizes Gable, highlighting his vulnerabilities and the ways in which fame both constrained and defined him. These insights allow audiences to reconcile the larger-than-life public persona with the reality of a father navigating a delicate, hidden relationship with his daughter. Judy Lewis's experiences also serve as a reflection on identity, acceptance, and resilience. She faced stigma and uncertainty, navigating a world that often prioritized reputation over honesty. Her journey emphasizes the emotional toll of secrecy, the search for personal validation, and the strength required to confront painful truths. By sharing her story, Judy transforms what was once a source of shame into a narrative of empowerment, encouraging others to embrace authenticity despite societal pressures. Her life underscores the universal struggle of finding one's place in the shadow of powerful figures and the courage it takes to claim one's own story. The narrative of Judy Lewis also offers a critical lens on Hollywood itself. Studios, publicity teams, and industry gatekeepers controlled not only the careers but also the private lives of stars and their families. Children born in secrecy often became invisible participants in a world that demanded appearances over truth. Judy's account challenges a romanticized memory of Hollywood's golden age, highlighting the sacrifices and emotional costs experienced by those behind scenes. It is a story of survival, resilience, and the pursuit of personal truth in a system designed to prioritize image above all else. Ultimately, Judy Lewis's courage ensures that her father's legacy is seen through a more human lens, while also preserving her own identity and story. Her life embodies a tension between public myth and private reality, and her willingness to speak openly transforms secrecy into a tool for understanding, empathy, and historical insight. Through her revelations, audiences are invited to consider the hidden dimensions of celebrity, the moral dilemmas faced by those in the spotlight, and the enduring importance of personal truth. Judy Lewis's narrative is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of honesty in the face of societal pressures. Judy Lewis's story is one of hidden truths and quiet resilience, a life lived largely in the shadow of Hollywood's golden age, yet marked by her own courage and determination. Born as a secret daughter of Clark Gable and actress Loretta Young, Judy's childhood was shaped by secrecy, social expectations, and the heavy weight of her parentage. While the public celebrated Gable as a king of Hollywood, his private life remained tightly controlled, with studios dictating narratives that erase the existence of children born out of wedlock or unconventional circumstances. Judy's early years were punctuated by whispers and half-truths, moments when she sensed a difference but could not fully understand it. Her experiences highlight the emotional complexities faced by children in secrecy, revealing the tension between public image and private reality. She grew up navigating a world where her identity was obscured, learning early on that survival often required discretion, poise, and resilience. As she matured, Judy sought understanding of the man who was her father, a figure celebrated worldwide yet emotionally distant due to circumstance and societal pressures. Gable's fame brought opportunities, but it also imposed boundaries that dictated how he could act as a parent. Judy's reflections reveal the human side of a star, a man grappling with personal responsibility, public scrutiny, and private regret. Through her eyes, audiences see the conflict between celebrity persona and personal reality, how even the most admired figures must navigate love, family, and duty under the spotlight. Her accounts transform Gable from a distant icon into a multidimensional figure, showing that his decisions, while imperfect, were influenced by forces beyond mere personal choice. The father-daughter dynamic, fraught with absence and longing, became a lens through which Judy understood both her own identity and the cost of fame. Judy Lewis's life also underscores the social and cultural pressures of mid-20th century America, particularly within Hollywood. Children born in secrecy often face stigma, isolation, and the burden of unspoken truths. Judy had to navigate not only her personal emotions, but also the judgments of society that valued appearances over honesty. Her journey illuminates the emotional labor required to reconcile private realities with public expectations, showing how individuals can survive and even thrive in the midst of societal pressures. By later speaking openly about her life, Judy reclaimed her narrative, transforming a source of secrecy and shame into a platform for understanding, empathy, and historical insight. The narrative also reflects on the broader Hollywood system, where studios, publicists, and executives tightly control both the careers and personal lives of stars. Judy Lewis's experiences reveal how power structures prioritize image and box office appeal over the well-being of families, demonstrating the hidden cost of fame. Her story challenges the romanticized notions of Hollywood's golden age, exposing the human sacrifices that accompanied cinematic success. By revealing her truth, Judy offers a counter-narrative to the myth surrounding celebrity, illustrating the often invisible emotional struggles endured by those living in the glare of fame that in her later years. Judy's decision to speak publicly about her parentage